Okay, so it's been 1 week's time since I published the last video on our Season 1 project, and in that video I created a poll asking all of you what type of mobile game we should create together. Now the results are in, and this is what they look like. We were able to get a total of 12 responses to the poll itself. We were also able to receive additional comments on the video itself, giving us other suggestions of games that we could create. Now, as you can see, the winning game type is a top-down space shooter, so that's what we're going to be creating together. Now, don't feel bad if your choice of game did not win, or if you didn't have the opportunity to vote in this poll, because there will be plenty of time in the future to give your input on this game and other games we create. And the best way for you to give your input and participate in this collaborative project is to join our new Discord. On the Discord, you'll be able to talk to me and other game developers through voice and text chat. Upon joining the Discord, you'll be asked whether or not you'd like to become a collaborator on our GitHub repository for this Season 1 project. If your answer is yes, then you'll just need to provide a GitHub account so that we can add you onto the team. So now that we know what type of game we want to create together, it's time that we start and get to work. And I must say, I'm super excited that we'll be creating a top-down shooter. I think there's a lot of potential in this game, and I think this idea will be fairly easy to develop. So in getting started, I'd like to take some time to talk about the process of development for this project, and also the steps that you should take when contributing files. Alright, so here I have logged into my GitHub account and I'm currently looking at the Season 1 project. I'll put a link to this page in the description below this video. Now the first thing that I want to point out is this README document. This document has some of the rules of the project and some basic guidelines that you should follow. And it's not very long. Now the next thing that I'd like to point out is this section right here above the README document. This is the file system of this repository. So right here you can see that I've uploaded a folder or directory from my computer, which is called NathanIG. And inside this folder you can see that I have 2 text files which are just for testing purposes. And this is actually how I would like our file system to be organized. I would like each participant to have their own folder with their username, and then whatever files they contribute to the project they can put in that folder. You're then welcome to organize your folder however you see fit. Now typically when working with GitHub you would use a program like Git, which is a console application that allows you to interface with the repository. It will allow you to execute commands that will upload or download files to and from your computer. Now there are a lot of great tutorials out there on how to use Git with a GitHub repository, and it's really not that difficult, and you're welcome to interface with the repository through this application. But for those of you that are not familiar with Git and command line instructions, there's another way for you to upload your files. And that is through uploading your files directly to the GitHub webpage. That's actually how I uploaded this folder and the 2 files within it. To do this, it's as simple as clicking on this Upload Files button, which will bring you to this page here, and then you can choose your file, or you can even just click and drag files into this window. You can then add in comments for what changes you are making to the repository, and then you can choose whether you want to commit this change directly to the master branch or create a new branch. Once you've decided, you can then click Commit Changes. So let me demonstrate this for you. If I go back to where I have my 2 test files and I just click on one of them, you'll notice that the text within this file just says, "This is a test," and then I have the number 3. So if I bring up this file on my computer, you'll notice that it says the same thing. And if I were to make a change to this file, let's say this is a test, I'll put number 4, and then let's go ahead and save this and go back to GitHub. If I want to update this file, all I have to do is go back to where I have my file located, and then go to Upload Files, choose your file, and then I'll need to find the file location, which is right here. And if I select test file 2 and I hit open, and then I say commit changes, you'll now notice that when I go back to my test file 2, it now says this is a test number 4. And it's really as simple as that. And so what I would like you to do to get started is upload a folder with your username as the name of that folder. And within that folder, I'd like you to include at least one text file, partly because you can't upload an empty folder to GitHub. And also I'd like you to include your username for both GitHub and Discord within that text file. Also include whatever name or username you'd like to be recognized by for your submissions. Then once you have an asset that you would like to submit to the project, you can upload it to your folder. The last thing that I'd like to mention about uploading files to the repository is that it would be a good thing to include some sort of instructions with any assets you submit. That way I can know how you want me to implement your asset into the game. Now the last thing that I'll mention in this video is the Projects tab. Whenever you're looking at the repository, you should see these tabs up top. And when we click on the Project tab, you'll see that we have one project which is called Season 1. And when I click on this, currently you'll notice that we have 3 different columns. One is to do, one is in progress, and one is done. Over the next several days and the course of this project, I'll be working on populating the to-do list with different tasks and features that we need to be working on. And if you have any thoughts and features that you would like to see implemented into this game, then you're welcome to create your own tasks and add them to the to-do list. And as you can see, RobMan 2100 has already started to take advantage of this feature, which is super cool. So if you're ever wondering what you can work on and how you can contribute to this project, then I want you to go to this to-do list and look through the available tasks. When you find a task that you want to work on specifically, then all you have to do is select that task and drag it over to the In Progress column. It would also be a good thing to edit the task and put your username out in front, like so. And then once you've finished this task and you've uploaded your files, you can then move it over to the Done column. And I'm actually going to change this to Finished. Now that's everything that we're going to talk about in this video for our Season 1 project. Remember, if you're not yet a part of the team, then go ahead and join our Discord. There's an invitation link in the description below this video. But as well, if you don't participate in the project, you're still welcome in the Discord. Make sure that you like this video and share it with your friends, because the more people we have on the team, the more creative ideas we'll receive. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.